I have officially done a declaration of emergency, which gives us certain powers. We're going to be doing purchasing and hiring more staff, especially to help local housing authorities, local health departments that are very stressed. Our relationship with the CDC is also problematic on an ongoing basis. We have the capacity to perform tests. We have a sophisticated state lab. We have sophisticated laboratories in our state. We are not reliant on CDC for doing the testing. CDC is a bottleneck for this nation in doing the testing. You go to CDC, the tests have to go back to Atlanta. They have to do the test. They then have to send it back. I believe the CDC was caught flat-footed. I believe they're slow in their response, and I believe they're slowing down the state. So my position with CDC is, look, it's one thing that you don't do anything to help us, but at least don't handcuff us. And that's where we are right now. So the next hurdle to jump with CDC is to get them to allow us to do automated testing. If we get these labs on board, we get automated testing, we increase our testing capacity exponentially. And that is critical to what we are talking about at this particular time in this evolving situation.
As cases of coronavirus continue to rise across the globe, local agencies are taking steps to get ready in case the disease ramps up here. Camera 7 South Sound reporter Shelby Miller shows us the preventative measures happening in the South Sound.
At Maple Lane Corrections Facility, the state health department is already taking steps to potentially turn this into an isolation and quarantine site.
Up here you'll see train tracks running right along here, right across from where this school is. Or right on the other side of this mound, this train tracks. You can visitors parking where it says. Interesting. At least they're finally letting people know their schools are prisons.
Why do they have evil-looking dragons painted on them? You see that?
They say something to me.
Want you to know what's going on there.
There's usually not activity here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a left here. I know this is a horrible video, but there's never been this many people here. I don't know what to... There's a state patrol and a sheriff. Yeah, they got, that's okay. I just talked to the officer. That is for suspected cases. They just have people in here, and this is for FEMA. And I'm gonna put this on Twitter. All right, that's it, bad guys.
小红桥来跟我们抱我跳。
操，整个酒店倒掉了，他妈吓死我了！你看，就我们旁边这个加油站，整个酒店都倒掉了。
没事，来接，我们人来接，人来接啊，接，慢慢来，慢慢来，来，走，家人走开，好，队长。
没有钱，这个样子怎么钱？
给你失忆了。
群里的请叫我玲姐，我这已经到方正县龙悦宾馆隔离点了啊！我带你们参观一下子，你看看，我进来的时候啊，这就是所谓的咱们的隔离啊！看看，所有的东西他都不给你换，没给你整，就进来让你隔离。这他妈没有病都给你传染成病毒了。这是哪位大哥呀？你看着我的视频，你联系我，你的牙具盒啥都落着了，没收走呢。看看这里是看看，看看啊，这就是咱们所谓的隔离啊，1790块钱交完了。
चुके हैं। एगल्स रोबोटिक कंपनी ने मिनी रोबोट्स तैयार किए हैं जिन्हें आर्मी रोबोट का नाम भी दिया जा रहा है, जिसमें कैमरे के साथ साथ हरकत करने वाले स्प्रे नोजल्स भी नस्ब हैं।
همینجوری در حال عملیات افتاده زمین مرده. الان بهونه‌اش رو کردن که خودش رو پرت کرده.
ما کارمندیم کارمند میخوام کارمند شما بگید چی از خدا مدیریت رفتیم بعد اینجا جمع شدی در
چی بگم والا
برو لازم
خدایی ایشالا روزی بود
اینایی که میگن توی شهر 150,000 نفری خود فرماندار
One more. We're going to create a new meeting. Okay, I'm sorry, what was your name? Jerry Stradigal.
Yeah, so we're stuck here at the Shenyang airport. And I think authorities are on board. Probably from like the local health office or something like that. But yeah, oh shit, it's the police. Yeah, they wouldn't let anybody off. So yeah, we'll see. All right, they're coming over here. Damn. So that's pretty cool. Dang, look at this. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, who knows what they're doing.
Italy has closed all schools and universities nationwide and is prepared to take even more drastic measures in a desperate attempt to stop Europe's worst coronavirus outbreak. Prime Minister Conte said on Wednesday that his country's health system was at risk of being overwhelmed. Over 100 have died and 3,000 infected in that country. But in addition to the school closings, a draft decree seen by Reuters, if enacted, would go much further. The government is prepared to effectively ban public events altogether. Movie theaters, sports, any event that doesn't allow people to keep at least 1 meter distance from each other. The document, which is still under consideration, would also ask Italians to avoid physical contact, such as hugging each other or shaking hands.
Se montre inquiet. On sait que nous prenions des risques à venir, mais nous avions un rendez-vous pour lui. Je l'ai donc couvert pour éviter tout problème. Le gouvernement veut doubler les lits dans les services de thérapie intensive et de maladies infectieuses, mais si les patients deviennent trop nombreux, les hôpitaux militaires sont déjà prêts à intervenir. Oui, donc vous l'avez compris, hein, tout est fait pour éviter l'effondrement du système sanitaire en Italie.
ये है हमारा हॉल जहाँ पर कहा जाता है क्वारंटाइन है। तो ये पाकिस्तानी वर्जन क्वारंटाइन है जहाँ पर इतने लोगों को एक साथ रखा गया है, जिसमें तो बहुत ज़्यादा लोग बाहर है। अभी तो लोग आए भी नहीं हैं। और यहाँ पर भी औरतें, बच्चे, मर्द सारे एक ही जगह पे रखे हुए हैं। अब ये बताइए कौन सा क्वारंटाइन है जहाँ पर रास्ते में भी लोग सो रहे हैं। अब ये दूसरा हॉल देखें, ये हालात है हमारे क्वारंटाइन के। ये बेचारे सारे इधर लेटे हुए हैं, तो इसको ये क्वारंटाइन का नाम दे रहे हैं कि ये क्वारंटाइन है हमारा। ये देख लें आप।
Good afternoon. We are here today with an important announcement regarding the coronavirus and King County's current plan for a quarantine facility. Late Monday, we were contacted through a third party who let us know that the county planned to open a quarantine facility here in Kent. At no point in their process did the county notify us of this plan. We later found out that King County Public Health has been looking at this site for months with the intent of using it for public health purposes, including homelessness, and as a site for quarantines for other dangerous communicable diseases. We are concerned the coronavirus is simply a pretext for the siting of a long-term facility, quarantine facility here in Kent. According to the information we received today, the county plans to move patients into this facility within the next 9 to 10 days, but still have not inquired with the city about permits or occupancy of this building. We are very concerned about the public health and safety implications this has for our community. They are replicating and bringing a situation similar in scale to the Life Care Center of Kirkland and dropping it off in the middle of Kent. We've confirmed there is nothing requiring a patient to stay at this facility. They have the ability to leave and impact neighboring residents and businesses, including neighboring hotels, Bowen Scarf Ford, Carpenito Brothers, 7-Eleven, and Kent Bowl. We understand that we all play a role in the response to the coronavirus, each and every city in this county. And we want the county's response to this crisis to be successful. But we are extremely concerned about the lack of a concrete plan to activate and utilize this site. We have asked numerous questions that they do not have answers for. This has not been a transparent process. Our request and expectation is that the county will put this property back on the real estate market as soon as this crisis is over, and they will not use it for a permanent site for any other activity. We are also very disappointed because this location is in the middle of one of our main gateways into the city of Kent. We have invested millions in public dollars into infrastructure around this location, and now visitors and residents will be greeted by a public health quarantine facility. Lastly, we firmly believe this is an equity issue. The county intends to bring sick people from wealthier and less diverse communities and drop them off in Kent without regard for our community or the people in it.
I took an oath to protect our community, which is why I cannot support this ill-advised and dangerous plan by King County. In speaking with King County officials, we have learned the following that gives us great concern for public safety. First, this will be a voluntary intake facility, which means that those being quarantined can come and go as they please. Under the current situation, we will have zero authority to physically keep people from leaving. What this means is that at any point, a patient could simply walk into our community and spread the virus.
Will be like, yeah, so obviously there has been some news in Israel newspaper and news channels, so that when you now travel abroad, when you come back, you might have to stay like 2 weeks in quarantine. And that's the reason why some passengers now decided they would rather not want to fly to Berlin. So, as we have a lot majority who wants to travel to Berlin, like me, and the first officer, so now we have to, because we're all adults, you have to decide now, stay or go, please. Okay, so and if you want to leave and you have a checked-in bag, so can we please kindly ask you to have your boarding passes ready at the exit so that the ground staff can then offload your bag.
哦，我天，这赶紧的呀，这是啊！
完了！
洗衣粉，着火了！
这底下边上有个车，现在没开走呢。在楼上还行，没怎么着。啊，顶上着点儿。
Isn't that the hostess?
Did the other person go in?
The third one?
No, did the lady who keep go in?
I don't see.
An older person.
Is it?
Threatened to retaliate over what it called Tokyo's irrational plan to quarantine arrivals from South Korea over the coronavirus outbreak, turning the scientific issue into a diplomatic row. The two countries have close economic ties and are both major U.S. allies, democracies and market economies faced with a rising China and nuclear-armed North Korea. But their relationship continues to be heavily affected by Japan's colonial rule of the Korean Peninsula from 1910 to 1945, a dispute that escalated into a trade and security row last year. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on Thursday announced that foreign arrivals who have recently been in China or South Korea would be required to spend 14 days in quarantine. The South's two biggest airlines, Korean Air and Asiana, on Friday announced the cancellations of most or all of their flights to Japan once the measures come into force. And K-pop band Super Junior indefinitely postponed their upcoming shows in the country. South Korea has reported more than 6,000 coronavirus cases, the highest total outside China, and around 60 countries and regions have imposed travel bans or quarantine on arrivals from the world's 12th largest economy. But it has taken particular issue with Japan's restrictions, with the presidential office calling the decision irrational and contrasting its scientific and transparent outbreak control campaign with Tokyo's opaque and passive efforts. Seoul summoned the ambassador to protest, with Foreign Minister Kang Kyung-hwa telling him, quote, Japan's action this time was not only unfriendly, but also unscientific. Her ministry accused Tokyo of ulterior motives, saying in a statement, quote, we cannot help but question whether Japan has other motives than containing the outbreak.
New alarm bells ringing tonight on the coronavirus outbreak in this country as the number of dead rises. More confirmed cases tonight in New York and Los Angeles, where an airport worker on the front lines of stopping the virus's spread has been infected. Officials there cautioning people about how they should interact with others going forward. While in the hardest hit area near Seattle, a sobering warning to those over the age of 60. We start with Miguel Almaguer.
Tonight in Los Angeles, a local emergency as 6 new coronavirus cases have been confirmed, and now a startling warning shaking the region of 10 million people.
Use verbal salutations in place of handshakes and hugs. And whenever possible, try to keep 6 feet between you and other people that you don't know at large events.
Among those infected in LA, a federal contract employee brought in last month to help screen international travelers at LAX who may have exposed passengers while working without symptoms. 3 others, also sick, recently traveled to Italy, where a growing outbreak has killed more than 100, shuttering all schools through mid-March. Here at home, growing concern the virus could quickly impact vulnerable homeless populations in cities across the country. The 11th fatality announced today, the first in California.